Hi. Today, I'd really like to talk to you about creating scaled learning interventions. And I can see practically all my LNOD friends saying, oh my God, Vivek, not that. We are already running a lot of scaled learning interventions. You should know our organization. Every month we train X amount of people, and I'm sure a lot of other fantastic metrics. Now, here are some hard facts. I do understand that you're training a lot of people. I do understand that you are truly working to make a difference in the organization. But the critical question, is it making a difference? Is it truly making a difference? And how do you know that? The first clue is establishing a number or a metric. Oh, not the metric conversation again. But the first thing to do is establish a metric. Now, it could be a behavior training, or it could be a process training. It is important to make sure that it gets translated from the workshop to the work in an effective manner. Otherwise, what's the reason that we will be doing all of this work, right? And that is where a lot of us fail. Let's say you run a behavior workshop. Let's say you run a workshop around growth mindset. Okay. How do you know that the change is evinced at workplace? How do you know that whatever was done in the workshop is getting translated to work and is creating meaningful impact? Now, I am fairly certain a few of my more evolved L&D colleagues will share something like, oh, Vivek, we do a check with the managers, we do post workshop feedback, documents, etc. Is that scalable? Do you get objective data which allows you to have a meaningful conversation with your leadership? At Origin Blue, we've been grappling this for the last 7 odd years, and we finally cracked this using a certain metric called the Net Leadership Score. What is Net Leadership Score? Net Leadership Score borrows from Net Promoter Score. Net Promoter Score, if you will remember, is this way to measure how likely a person is to recommend a product to a colleague. Exactly the same way, Net Leadership Score is to measure how a person would recommend you for a certain skill. The way you can measure this effectively is at the very beginning, baseline a Net Leadership Score. And then, as the journey of an individual progresses, measure or reinitiate this on a frequent basis. As you will do this, you will see that there are some elements which are creating a higher Net Leadership Score, and there are some people who are stagnant or even going down. And this, is the first way for you to know what is making a difference, and you can perhaps make that. We will keep talking about this workshop to work interventions in our podcasts over here today. Stay tuned and happy to talk.